Our countdown to tip-off in the Great American Conference continues. Today's stop is Weatherford, and we get to visit with the head men's basketball coach at Southwestern, Coach Terry Evans, in his fourth season at the program. Coach Evans, it's always a privilege to get to visit with you. I know last season, 7-11 overall. There were some COVID hiccups along the way. I want to keep as much of the past in the past, but it does warrant mention that there was a season. Can you take us from there into where we are right now, and how are things looking in the preseason in Weatherford?
Yeah, we had a good first half of the season last year until we faced some adversity. But first half of the season, I think we were leading the west side of our league, with the best record in the league. And then we had some really tough losses. We were in position to win so many games that we either blew in overtime or last possession. But it was a learning experience for us, and I think we'll be better this year for it. But we were probably the only team that had 3 home games canceled, which probably cost us another maybe a home playoff game as well. But we were happy just to be able to play, just to be honest. So it was good that our guys got that year of experience. We learned a lot, and the guys got their year back. So that it was a win-win situation.
I agree on all counts, Coach, especially getting the year back, but also just getting that opportunity to play. And I know there were times it seemed to be touch and go. Returning from last year's team then to this year as we head toward 21-22, and you bring back – and I'm going to round up Chris Bragg's scoring total, okay? He averaged 9.9 per game. Man, that's close enough to 10. So yeah. I'm going to go ahead and just unilaterally round that one up and say you had 5 players scoring in double figures last year. 3 of those return, including an all-GAC performer in Damian Thornton. Camden Gibson comes back, and, of course, we're talking about Braggs as well. Can you talk about your returners this year?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, most people know about Damian Thornton and Chris Bragg. I'm sure he's at the top. They're at the top of everyone's scouting report. Damian nearly led the league 2 years in a row in both scoring and rebounding. So he's clearly just an amazing basketball player, an amazing athlete. He's a great kid as well. Chris Bragg, I'm sure he led our league in charges taken. He's the most unselfish player I've ever had on my team. He's just a total complete two-way player, and he can score, he can rebound, and he's tough. And those two are going to bring a lot to the table. And then Cam Gibson last year, I thought first half of the season he was the best point guard in the league. Like I said, in the second half of the season, we all went through a little adversity and had ups and downs, and we didn't play as well as we could play. But I was really proud of the guys just for fighting through that type of adversity. I don't think anyone's had to go through a season like that and deal with that type of adversity. So hats off to our young men.
We're speaking now with Coach Terry Evans from Southwestern. The Bulldogs picked 10th according to the preseason coaches poll. And, we mentioned those names of returners, but I know you have some good players coming in as well. Newcomers, transfers to the team. Can you share a little bit about some of the new names we might be hearing?
Yeah, well, first we got 3 other kids that played on last year's team that started.
Yes. We'll go right ahead.
Kobe Austin-Johnson, Jalen Williams. We think Tanner Mraz is having an outstanding preseason practice. Those guys are going to really contribute. Then we brought in some size and some athleticism, and those guys are really going to help us. Probably 5 newcomers that are all 6'6" to 6'9", really going to help this team. The 2 that stand out the most are probably 6'6" Ben Smith. He's a D2 transfer, and Mark Berry. Mark Berry played on the junior college team at NOC Tonkawa that nearly played for the national championship last year. So those guys are tough, man. They bring exactly what we've been missing the last couple of years. We've been able to score as well as anyone in the league. I think we finished first 3 years in a row in scoring. Our defense and rebounding now has been something that we need to really improve, and I think we're going to get that done this year. And that'll make us a complete team if we can defend and rebound.
Well, Coach, things get underway here pretty quickly. I know it's just right around the corner, and I'm sure for you and for the players, it just can't come quickly enough to get this full season going, a good GAC schedule on the way, and that gets underway in December. We'll mention that, but also you get some some pre-conference games this year as well, and that has to be something that's a positive. You get to take trips to Hays, Kansas, and Canyon, Texas, and then get the one home game against an in-state rival in Cameron. Division II competition all the way around, but you get your first 2 GAC games at home against Southeastern and Oklahoma Baptist.
Yeah, we're excited about the season. We play a tough schedule. We may play one of the toughest non-conference schedules in the nation. You know, we go to West Texas. They played for the national championship. We go to Dallas Baptist this year. You already mentioned we go play a couple of MIAA teams on their home territory up in Fort Hays. So tough schedule, non-conference, and then our conference, in my opinion, is one of the best conferences out there. I mean, the last 2 years we've got 3 or 4 teams in the NCAA tournament, and not too many leagues can say that. So our league is really improved. Our league is tough. But then these non-conference games we have going to tell us, show us what we're really made of. We're just looking forward. We're looking forward to the opportunity. We feel like we're a lot better than we've been in the past, and we're looking forward to competing.
Things get underway very, very quickly. And, of course, for Bulldogs fans, that GAC schedule, first 2 games of the Pioneer Cellular Events Center, December 2nd and December 4th, Southeastern and Oklahoma Baptist coming to town. The Bulldogs picked 10th, according to the preseason poll. Coach Terry Evans, thank you so much for taking time to talk about your team as we count down to tip-off here in the GAC.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for having me, Joy.